A team at Stanford just did something that sounds impossible. They took a single atom, one, and they built it a house made entirely of mirrors. Then they caught the light coming off it, one photon at a time, and aimed all of it exactly where they wanted. And this one move might be the thing that finally unlocks a computer with 1,000,000 quantum bits. A machine that makes today's fastest supercomputer look like an abacus. To feel how big this is, you have to see who slammed into that wall first. Back in September 2025, physicists at Caltech built the largest qubit array anyone had ever assembled. 6,100 atoms held in place by lasers in a single grid, and they kept them stable. The atoms held their quantum state for about 13 seconds, with 99.98% accuracy. For quantum computing, that is enormous. So the field finally had scale. Thousands of qubits. The building blocks were there, but there was a catch nobody outside the labs was talking about. Building the qubits is only half the machine. The other half is reading them, and that is where everything jammed. Think about it like this. You can write a library's worth of information into these atoms, but if you cannot read it back out fast and all at once, you do not have a computer. You have a very expensive paperweight that glows. Here is the problem the whole field was stuck on. To read information out of an atom, you have to catch the light it gives off. Sounds simple. It is not. Atoms are almost invisible. They are nearly transparent. And when they do release light, they spray it out in every direction at once, like a sprinkler with no aim. So you are trying to read a message written in light from something you can barely see that scatters its words into the dark before you can catch them. And it gets worse at scale. Reading one atom is hard enough. Reading 6,000 of them, fast enough to run a real calculation, all at the same time, that is the wall. John Simon, the senior researcher on the Stanford team, put it plainly. He said until now, there was no practical way to do this at scale because atoms just do not emit light fast enough, and they spew it out in all directions. For decades, this was the quiet bottleneck. Everybody chased more qubits. Almost nobody had cracked how to read them all at once. Here's what the Stanford team built. They created tiny optical cavities. Picture a fun house where you stand between two mirrors and your reflection stretches out forever. They shrank that idea down smaller than a grain of sand and put a single atom inside. Then they added the piece nobody else had, microlenses, tiny lenses inside each cavity that focus light onto that one atom with incredible precision. The old approach was to bounce light back and forth thousands of times to pull the information out. The Stanford approach focuses so tightly, you barely need to bounce at all. Fewer bounces, and it still works better. They built an array of 40 of these cavities, each holding its own atom, then a prototype with more than 500. And for the first time ever, they could read every single quantum bit at the same time, in parallel, the exact thing the whole field was stuck behind. Speaking of stuck, if you are feeling it and you want to catch shifts like this the moment they break, we built First Movers Labs. Over 50 courses on AI and quantum updated every week. It is at firstmovers.ai/labs. And if you use code FIRSTMOVER, you save $50 every single month. Link is in the description. Adam Shaw, the study's first author, put it like this: as we understand more about how to manipulate light at a single particle level, I think it will transform our ability to see the world. Sit with that. We are learning to handle light one particle at a time. The same light that has been pouring across this universe since the very first morning of creation. And this is not a lab curiosity. The team thinks the design could scale to tens of thousands of cavities, then link into networks holding 1,000,000 qubits. That is the threshold where quantum computers start solving problems our best supercomputers would need thousands of years to touch. Here is the part that tells you how real this is. Several of the Stanford authors already hold a patent on the cavity geometry. And two of them, including Simon, hold stock options in a quantum company called Atom Computing. This is not a paper that sits on a shelf. It is already walking toward the market, and the ripple effects go way past computing. This same light-catching technology could sharpen biosensing and microscopy, which means better tools for medicine and biology. It could push astronomy forward, building telescopes so precise we might directly see planets orbiting distant stars. Think about that. The same breakthrough that powers tomorrow's computers might also let us look another world in the face for the first time. That is the universe we live in, a place where catching one particle of light teaches us how to see farther than we ever have. What moves me about a story like this is what it says about us. We are the kind of creatures who look at a single, nearly invisible atom and refuse to accept that we cannot read what it holds. We build it a house of mirrors. We bend light to our will. We do it not to dominate creation, but to understand it more deeply. That is liberation through the machines. We build the tools so we can see more, know more, and free up our one short life for the things that actually matter. The machines are not here to replace the wonder. They are here to expand it. And if watching all this has you thinking it is time to stop being the bottleneck in your own business, I want to show you what we built. It is called Clone Camp. You fly to Phoenix, you get filmed once, and 2 days later you fly home with your own AI clone, a custom AI brain that writes your content for you, and 30 days of content ready to publish. Built in the room with me at the table next to you. We only have 6 seats per round and they go fast. Go to firstmovers.ai/clonecamp to book a call and see if it is a fit. A single atom, a house of mirrors, a door cracking open to a million-qubit future. We live in a beautiful, staggering world. Keep your eyes open. I will see you in the next one.